I'm Gaz, and this is Let's Quickly Play 1849. This is an Old West-themed city-building game, and it feels kind of like a casual time management game without the time management elements. There is a story mode, but the levels are a little repetitive, so I'm not going to play through the campaign. I'm just going to play in sandbox mode. Okay, so here is a map where we can choose a starting location, and you can see over here the starting stats for the location I click on. What I'm looking at right now is the lot size, and I want a boundless city. Now, even though it says boundless, it's not really, and you'll see that in a moment here. Okay, this is a pretty good location. Normal climate, so I don't know that I'll be able to grow grapes and make wine, but I think plains is a pretty good terrain type, and it has lots of metal, which hopefully means I'll have something that I can sell. So let's go ahead and choose here. And I get to pick some starting conditions, and since this is a sandbox, I'm just going to start completely blank slate and take the 5,000 cash. Okay. So I've got a large area here. Looks like I've got gold. I've also got oil. And there's a little bit of stone. Okay. Well, as you can see, even though it said boundless, I am rather limited in where I can build. So anyway, we start out with a depot, and it is full of food, booze, in this case wine, and some lumber, and that is good. Those are essentials for growing the town. If I look at the ledger here, I can trade with other cities. I have to buy the trade routes first, but this gives me an idea of the things that I can provide and what I should develop first, like the gold. Okay. Well, I don't see lumber on there, so I should be able to produce it myself. Yes, logging camp, okay. So first I need to decide where I am going to build, and I guess I'll do it right here because I've got gold on the other side of these trees. I'm going to have to clear those trees eventually, but okay, I can't even click on it because they're in the way. Well, let's go ahead and set something up here. I'm going to put down a road. I think, let me see, if I build it in a 5x2, that gives me a lot of room. It also makes it look kind of weird. So let's just go with a 3x2. That's a lot of roads, though. You know what, for this main area, we'll do it this way. I'll leave that for now, and actually I will build on this side. The roads are free, so you are free to build them and destroy them. But the buildings do not recoup cost when you know what, I might just want to put mine here, it'll be easier. Okay, so anyway, first thing I need to do is build some houses. And I think I'll just line it up here, and I'll have sort of the commercial area around here. The roads do matter, because the various industries do collect their things, and they also drop off their products at the depot. So it's good to have that as a central location and put everything else outside of that. So just going to put these down, and you don't want to build too many of these, because we see down here there are two really important parts of this town. First is population, and the balance between population and how many places they have to work is very important, because if you have a lot of unemployed people, they become criminals, and that's a real problem. But if we look at the financial tab here, the other balance we have to maintain is rent versus wages. So you need to build a lot of houses to get in rent, because that's mostly your income. You can also trade to other cities, and so that's going to be really important for us. But as you build businesses for people to work at, to take care of the population requirements, the wages become a huge expense that need to be offset with a large amount of rent. So it's it's a perpetual problem, I guess, because you're just constantly cycling through, trying to balance out both. I don't need to take that out right now. It does cost me quite a bit of money, but I've got a little bit here. So I think what I'm going to do... Well, first of all, I need some food. Food is going to be essential here. So let's see, I've got a wheat farm. I've got all the farms. What I don't have is a ranch. That's too bad. The ranch is very expensive in comparison to the one-product farms. Got some hunting camps, okay. But ranches are great because they produce, I think, 3 types of food? No, 2 types of food and the hides. Hides are used for making clothes, I think shoes specifically, but they're also a good trading item. I don't think... No, we're mostly going to be dealing with gold and oil in this city. Ah, right. I am going to have to get pickaxes, though, because mining that stuff uses up pickaxes. So I don't think I'll... Well, I kind of have to, though, because I don't really have any other industry. I could do barley, I suppose, or olives, because it'll be a long time before we need the olive oil. It's not worth very much, though. I mean, if I sold that gold... Let's see. Yeah, look at that price. That's terrible. For the amount of pickaxes I'd need to buy, and how much gold I'd get in return, or money I'd get in return for selling the gold, that's not a good bet there. And doesn't look like there's really anything else. I guess I could go into boards. So that'll be my industry. Really friggin' boring. Okay, let's put a hunting camp, but let's not put it right next to the city. Let's put it out here just a little bit. I mean, there's no, like, desirability or appeal or anything like that, so it doesn't really matter, but just for aesthetic reasons, I'll put it out there. Okay, so that is one industry. It will take a whole 2 workers. We might want to put down another one. May as well. Actually, no. I'm going to put down a wheat farm, and I will start doing the bakery. Before I do that, let me check my other... That's not in there. Here we go, brewery. Okay. It only makes it from barley, distillery. There we go. The distillery is the one that makes whiskey from wheat or fruit. So if I build a lot of wheat farms, I can utilize that not only to make bread, but I can also use it to provide stuff for the distillery. And these buildings will actually produce multiple goods at the same time. So if I did have a wheat farm and a fruit farm, the distillery would make both items from that at the same time, which is really nice. So maybe I should put down a barley farm first, since that's what I can sell. Okay, I'll put down one of these, and I will also put down a barley farm. Oh man, I've just blocked myself in here. This isn't good. It doesn't really matter, I guess, but I was going with a 5x2 because this allows me to rotate the blocks and make it all nice and symmetrical. But you know what? Let's just get rid of... No. The tree. 50 cash, sure. I get some extra wood out of that. Let me see. If I did bring it up... Okay, we'll do that. Because then I can attach it straight to the oil later on. So I'll bring it up like that. Go like that. A major problem I have with this game right out of the box is that there are no real volume controls. You can either have the sound on or off. And the music is very loud, so I'm going to have to edit that in afterward, but the sound effects are very loud in my ears. Now what am I doing? Right, I wanted to put down a barley farm, so I'm just going to straight up sell the barley. And eventually I'll have that there. So I've probably got a huge expense now, but I am able to take 10 workers. So let's see. I'm going to go ahead and turn this on to fast because this is kind of a slow game. I'm going to turn that on though, and we will see. Wow, okay. Well, already, I might have to turn down the sounds. Gotta be kind of far away. I don't know what it is. It's some proximity thing to these buildings that trigger the sound effects, and so they tend to play a lot. It's because they had lumber. So they evolved right away because they managed to go there, pick up food, lumber, and booze. Now, as you can see down here, the population is red, and that is because I've got way too much population for how few workplaces I've got. There is an overlay right here, and I can see the crime, potential crime, in that area. Well, let's actually look at this first. Okay, I'm making more than I'm losing, so I can afford to put down some more buildings, and that's probably the best way to take care of that issue. So let's go ahead and put down Actually, I was just gonna grow barley just to sell, wasn't I? Well, I could put down another one of those, and then I would actually have enough for a brewery as well. Let's just put down another farm. That's cheap. I could also get that started. Okay, well, I'm gonna go here. I'm going to open up this trade route. 300 cash, it's kind of a lot. But now I can start selling that as it is stockpiling. And you can see just putting that down was enough. We're at 50% population. Or employment, I mean. But I don't think this has gone away completely, no. And you can kind of tell because some of these guys like that one sort of indicate potential criminals. So there is another building, which is the sheriff's office, and we can kind of put that right here. And that'll... Well, maybe I should put it a little further away, just because I'm going to put the housing there. Yeah, fine. You can't rotate buildings, unfortunately, so it's gonna look wrong. There is another building to deal with crime, which is the county jail, but it is hugely expensive, so I'm not gonna do that right now. So I think what I'm gonna do for just a little while is let things run, and try and balance this stuff out. Yeah, there's only one. Wait, what's it? It needs saloons. Okay, let's build a saloon then. It also increases crime. That's not really something I need to deal with right now, but... Okay, I'm about to turn that music off. The sound off, rather. Okay, so what else do these people need? They need a saloon, they've got a saloon, and they just evolved. So... I actually did this very, very badly. I should not have put that down because I already had too many people as it was. So you know what? Let's go ahead and just put down... Where is it? Is it this one? No, it's in this one. Ah, I need a logging camp because we're about to run out of wood. So let's put that down. Let's put that down... I guess I could put it right there, but that's not really good. Fine, you know what, let's just put it here. Just make sure that's lined up. Good enough. And I'm also going to build a gold mine. Now, if you're careful, you can get 2 of these per patch here. So I'm going to put one there. And I think I've spent enough money. Okay, I've got a lot of lumber in storage, but I will soon be able to use that to make boards, which is one of the other things that I can sell. I may as well see what I can do about this. Only 100 cash for that. That's good. I don't believe I have any pickaxes, though. That is necessary, yes. So that is one of the first things I will have to buy. So let's go ahead and do that, because that trade route just opened it up. Very expensive. And you buy them in 10 increments of 10, rather. So I'm going to need some money. Let's go ahead and start selling all of that barley, because I don't need it right now. And that allows me to buy a whopping 10. Alright. Well, I imagine I'm about to have a problem there with money. Okay, I can't do that. I can't have that tap 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 going on in my ear. Okay. So, it's gonna be a little bit quiet, but my sanity will be intact. Yeah, now I'm spending way too much. So, a solution would be to put down more housing. I could actually do that because we are pretty close there. Yeah, let's just put down a few more. I need to be considering a fire department, or a fire brigade. Let's just go ahead and do that. I'll put that... We're not going to cover everybody, but I might be able to cover enough of them. Let's put that right there. Okay, so what other things do I have? A lot of lumber. I could start doing the boards, which is what they were saying they need in order to grow. Of course, as they increase their evolution, I guess, as they evolve, they will produce more money. So it might actually have been a better idea, rather than putting these down, to just go ahead and evolve that and focus on my wood industry. How much do I get for the crude? 11. Now, do I have to have... I don't imagine I would need pickaxes for that. Maybe I should have been working on that instead. I don't have the money now. It's too late. And I'm running out of money. Do I have anything I can sell? Got a little bit of gold there. We're running out of pickaxes very quickly, though. Now, I could import iron. There was that. It's a little bit cheaper, but then I would need someone to make that. What is that, a smelter? Iron from iron ore, and then I would need a blacksmith to turn that into pickaxes. And we're already having a problem with criminals out here. So, I guess, let me pause this and go ahead and put down a sheriff's office out here. That'll take a few more people. Okay. How are we doing on resources? We're low on the booze. If you don't have certain things in your depot, these people will start to devolve, rather, and so we don't want that to happen. So I'm going to need... I never remember where these are. Brewery. Wait a minute, I've got wheat. Let's do a distillery instead. It's a little bit more expensive, so we're going to need some money. Okay, now I've got enough. I'll just go ahead and put that right here. Okay, so that's good. Probably shot my costs up a lot, but since I'm not buying anything right now... Yeah, you know, this gold just isn't... I mean, it's costing me 100 a week. It is employing 10 people, though. I should look at this crude. Oil rig. I don't have enough money. I mean, it would be a huge waste to destroy that. We got a lot of lumber here. I think it's time to begin the... where is it? Sawmill. And start making boards. Now, immediately though, as soon as boards are available, these people are going to start using them. I don't believe there's a way to stockpile your goods, which kind of sucks. Yeah, okay, we're out of pickaxes here, so if I want them, if I want to continue that, I'm going to have to buy these. This really is not worth the money or the effort. Let me put down one of the oil rigs and just see what that requires. So I'll put that down there. 110. but it just produces it. Okay, so that's actually a much better deal. This gold is just, I mean, it doesn't make sense to do it because, well, on the other hand, I mean, I wasn't paying attention to how much gold I was able to produce. Okay, looks like one pickaxe produces 3 gold, so... Actually, no, that's not necessarily true, is it? Is that just showing that... whatever. Anyway, I'm going to switch over to crude, is the point. And we might need a few more people here rather soon, but... Okay, well, no, wrong screen. Let's go ahead and just buy a few more of these pickaxes, just so we can keep working on that. And I will continue to sell the barley, because the distillery is using the wheat. How is that doing? Okay, we've got a lot of whiskey. We're almost completely out of wine, but we've got enough wheat. I mean, I'm not really sure what the ratio is. One wheat farm is not enough to sustain 2 of these. Well, I mean, any of these alcohol-producing buildings are not enough to sustain a second one. So, kind of sucks. What are you waiting on? Nothing, they're just doing it. Okay. Well, we definitely need more people, and I ran out of money. Yeah, okay. Well, that's good, I guess, because it means I can go ahead and build the sawmill. I don't have enough money. Let's take out some of these, though. And let's put in a few more houses. Well, that's not actually a good idea. That's not really a good idea. Because I was going to use them. I could get rid of this, but... you know what? This time I will. I've got 6 pickaxes left. Okay. So I guess it is a better ratio than I thought. Maybe it is worth doing. See, because as soon as those evolve, they're going to have a hell of a lot of people that I'm going to have to employ. Well, whatever, we'll do it. It's going to be a short video anyway, relatively. So as soon as we get some more employees, and a little bit more money, I will sell the barley though. Got a lot of money coming in from the barley. Okay, time for... oh, come on. What? There. Okay, we'll put this down. I won't put it there. I was kind of saving this little area so I could do another road thing. I really don't want to spend the other... if I do that, though, I won't have... I will, because it's... Okay, fine. Okay. No, just click on that one. There we go. Okay. Put it down. Proximity I don't think really matters, because... actually, that's a bad place to put it. Because they take the resources there, and then they pull them back, so... I'm ignoring my own advice from the very beginning of the video a few moments ago. Good job. Okay. You can go into the positive anytime now. If you run out of money, I believe these things do shut down because they do not have the people required. So these people need fabric. Okay. We've got way too many people. How much is... no, I keep clicking on the wrong one. That when you click on the depot, it should open this, not your other thing. So... oh, fine clothes, right here. Okay, damn, well that's too bad. I was hoping I'd be able to buy materials and make my own. We're out of pickaxes now. Okay, so it's a 3-to-1 return on that. So that's actually pretty good considering how much money I'm making. That's actually fantastic. We can begin selling the crude oil. I have not opened that. There we go. Now we're doing much better, right? It's going to be really hard for me to sell the boards because I'm actually using them, so let's not do that. Let's buy 10 of those. I don't need to buy anything more here. Actually, let's buy 20. That's actually... no, let's not do that. It's a lot of money. And I'm able to maintain this. What I can do, though, we've got a lot of people, so I'm going to put down another one of these oil rigs right out there. Employs a lot of people, makes me a lot of money, and that is actually... damn it. Well, visually, it kind of threw me off, and I built them wonky. Whatever. What do we need? We have... okay, we probably need some more food. We actually kind of look like we're going down on that. If I build another one of the hunter's lodges, that will give me the hides that I can later use for shoes. On the other hand... well, I'm not using the wheat for anything other than making the whiskey, and I do have a lot of wheat. Let's go ahead and do a bakery. Just put that down here. Okay. Hopefully that won't use up too much. It will employ 4 people. And we do need to be making a little bit more money. As soon as that evolves, that will be good, but I think I'll put in another one here. There are decorative things that really don't seem to have any effect whatsoever, so I'm not really inclined to use them right now. I guess my goal for this quick play is just going to be to evolve these houses as high as I can get them. Okay. They want more boards. We're not making enough boards. We got a hell of a lot of lumber, so we can build another... it's not in that one. Sawmill. Okay, let's try and keep these lined up. You know, I'm going to put this a little bit closer, just so that we can actually get that a little bit faster. And did we have... we had a lot of wheat. You know what? Well, no, I'm using this to take the wheat. And I'm selling the barley. We don't really have enough hides yet. I guess another thing about this is that they are now using hides, so I should have built another one. Let's build one anyway. I've got the money, I've got people, so I can afford to do this. Fine, I'll just put one here. I'm encroaching upon the town, which is something I did not want to do, but we'll be fine. Now, what is that going to do to my money? Yeah, I thought so. However, I can offset that with my huge production power. Let's open that up. I don't want to buy those clothes just yet. I need fabric. Besides, so they're not. I'm not actually going to be able to get those clothes. I'm going to have to make my own with a cotton farm. Oh shit. Well, there goes whatever that was. What was that anyway? So let's get a fire brigade out there. We'll put that right here. Okay. Damn it. Did it pop up with a little thing? It usually does when bad things are going on in town. Now I need to remember what the hell that was. I guess I'll find out as soon as I start having a shortage of something. Wow, we're kind of low on the food though. So I guess... As soon as that fire goes out, I can replace it. The fire's just gonna keep burning. Okay, well, let's keep selling stuff. Make tons of money. And we're gonna need a few more pickaxes. Yeah, like I said, fine clothes is not gonna work. This is consuming wheat. Suppose I could put down another logging camp. We are... no, we're not anywhere near low on that. So... it's really bad that I cannot remember what the hell was there. Did I just have 2 barley farms? Well, it doesn't matter. We'll replace it with a cotton farm. And that is still burning for whatever reason. Screw it, we'll just put it right there. Okay, this produces cotton. I'm going to need... not in there. Not in there. It was in the first place I went. Textile mill. Fine, we'll put it right there, right next to the burning fire. The eternally burning fire. And as soon as that goes, we are going to start having fabric. There, finally went out. Okay. Losing a bit of money. And they want stone and a school. Do I have the ability? Do not. Do not have the ability to make my own stone. That is something I will have to get, and we are out of wheat. So that must have been a wheat farm. So let's put down another one. I don't have the money? I barely have the money. We need to sell some stuff. This is where the campaign gets a little tedious because you have to constantly balance through these things while getting through your objectives. Okay, so we got some money again. What else do I really want? Okay, these guys just evolved, so now I need stone. I guess I'll be buying that. Not a good idea. Not a good idea right now because we need to find employment for these people. I should really keep this for a while. What I should do is I should go find another oil field, and I don't think I have one, unfortunately. Oh, we're having crime problems out here. I suppose I could put down a county jail and maybe put that right there. That would kind of encompass a large area. There we go. That'll get everybody. Okay. So they want fabric. We've run out of fabric. And that is because... I guess we don't have enough cotton. How are we doing? Almost running out of people, but my expenses, I don't really want to do that. Let's put down nothing. Let's do stone. Let's buy some stone. We'll buy 30 stone, and we'll just go back to selling everything. Okay, so hopefully a few of these people will evolve. I think I might also need that school right now. If I put that there, that'll take care of them. How are we doing? Okay. I'm actually doing a lot better than I normally do on the employment issue, which pleases me. I definitely do want to focus on that. Okay, so now they've evolved to townhouses. They need more stone and more furniture. Okay. Pickaxes to poke and scrape around. I don't know if that's worth it because I'm not sure how many he will ask for. If he asks for a lot, it's going to be very expensive. But since I can buy pickaxes, fine, we'll try it. I don't think there's a penalty for not getting these done, and I need 75. I've got 55 days to grab 7... oh, wow. That's going to be crazy expensive. I should not have done that. As it is, I'm just going to get those. And I could turn that off. You know what? Closer to the day, I'll turn that off and then I'll just buy a bunch. Okay, so money-wise, we're still doing okay. Mostly I'm keeping this together just through my trading because my wages are costing me most. We're running out of fabric, okay. So yeah, let's go ahead and do the cotton farm, another cotton farm, and another textile mill, which is going to be very expensive, and it's not in that menu anyway. 1,000, okay. -1 residents, damn it. Everyone ran out of their fabric, and we're running out of booze. We're running out of booze. Are you... what? No, we're not. What we are running out of, though, is food. I don't see any... okay, we just have very little bit of wheat. Let's see what else I can actually make. I can do fruit with an orchard. The distillery would start using some of the fruit, though. We'd have a lot of booze. I kind of hurt myself by doing that, actually. I could buy fruit. That's not useful for anything. Let's just put down another one of these, I guess. We're gonna need the meat. I've got 3 of those, and we're just barely holding this together on the food. So that's not so great. Commission is due soon. Okay. 12 days left. Yeah, let's turn this off. Well, wait, we'll wait until it's done with the gold. Okay, there we go. Now we'll turn that off. And then, that is not where you buy those. That is not going to work. It was 75. Better make sure I do this right, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna have to buy 50 and 20 then. Not gonna happen. Shit. Well, let's hope. How many more days? 4 days. And I'm gonna have to sell a few more things. Not gonna happen. What I could do, I've got so many boards right now. Let's not sell all those. Let's sell that though. Okay, so that's a bit better. We're also gonna need some stone. I'm just gonna blow all my freaking money. Let's not do that. Sell another some of those and spend it on some of that. Okay. This had better pay off. What? 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 So I didn't... Did I have to send those? Oh, fucking... I have never successfully completed a mission yet. Just by playing this. So, furniture is the next one. Let's have a look at... Not in there. Carpenter. Too expensive. Have to wait a little bit longer. Really lowering ourselves on the whiskey and the booze. So let's do... I want to look at what else I've got here. I've got a winemaker. I could exclusively do that. Let's do that. 750. It's gonna take me vineyard 700. Okay, well, we'll have to do this in a couple different ways. Just have to blow all that money. And now I kind of regret selling all those boards because we will definitely need them to winemaker right there. To make that furniture so that these people can evolve. And we're almost out of stone. Shit, I'm out of money. I need to check my balance sheet again because I'm probably in debt a little too much. Yes, I am. Okay, well, we can put down a few more people, which is never the solution to this problem. Bringing in more people and adding more homeless. Okay. But it will give me a very short infusion of cash. So hopefully out of booze might be a problem. Okay, now I've got way too many people. This is what I was saying, that this is not a solution. And unfortunately they're completely full of stuff now. But they are doing wonders for my budget. Okay, let's have a look-see. We're barely picking up the booze. Lots of lumber. That's not really useful. What I actually need are boards. We got a lot of boards though. So let's go ahead and do... Still not in that one. Carpenter. And let's just put that right there, fine. Okay, let's do some selling, because I imagine I've got a heck of a lot of stuff to sell. If it weren't for that oil, I would be in some real trouble. And I can probably afford to do another gold mine now. Because I've just got so many pickaxes. Road out to that. And you know what? I think I'm going to start putting down some of this stuff just for the heck of it. We'll put a hitching post. How about right there? And I'll do a street lamp. Sure, right there. And a water trough. The water trough will be screw it. Okay. So everybody's losing stuff because we don't have stone. It's very expensive to maintain that. In some of the campaign missions, you can choose a starting condition where you will start out with a bunch of ranches or farms and things like that. It really, really helps out. And it looks like some of these are becoming bigger. We now need shoes, and we're low on stone. Okay, well I can start doing the shoes because I believe I've got a lot of the... Well, no I don't. I don't have a lot of hides. I've got three things producing hides, and these people are just taking it for themselves. I don't know why. I mean, why would the average person need a bunch of hides for themselves? Anyway, let's go ahead and just build one of these shoemakers, which is not in there, or in there. Where the hell is it? Cobbler, there we go. Put that right there on Main Street. What is that doing for my budget? Okay, we need churches. Time to put down a church. And we're going to need a couple of them, it looks like. So one is going to be outside the circle. Well, that's okay. Running out of product. I really don't know how to fix that at this point. other than just start spamming everything. We're running out of booze! Never a good thing, and I'm kind of screwed on that end. I suppose I could start buying fruit, or just put down a fruit farm. Orchard, there we go. Orchard. And what are these people going to need now? Stone and furniture, and come back hut, please. Weird material. Maybe I should buy a few more things like that. Well, I'm having trouble keeping these going. Perhaps I need another furniture. How many boards do I have? A lot of boards. Let's go ahead and do another furniture maker. Still not in. God, I'll get it right sometime. Okay, make another furniture maker. They want more shoes, which means we're going to need more hides, which means I'm going to need another hunting camp, because that is so far the only way. Yeah, a ranch really would have helped out there. Let's put that down there. Okay. Running low on people. And we got a food crisis. Ah, hell. Okay, well, I think I've run this into the ground. Looks like I managed that in about 2 years. So here's a little boom town that went bust. Oh well. Anyway, that was 1849. Like I said, the story mode is kind of repetitive. It's more of a... well, it feels more like a time management style game in that you've got certain goals to meet, and you basically have to do what I was doing there, only it gets even more difficult just because you have, like, you get 200 pickaxes and store or sell. It's mostly selling, actually, at least in the first missions. I've only played through, like, the first... well, let's have a look-see. Yes, 5, and I'm on number 6. But I guess if I can just look in here real quick. So, this first condition is just getting a population of 75, but, okay, so like this one would be great. Receive 50 canned food and 50 brandy every 30 days. This basically means I would never have to worry about the food and booze conditions, at least early on, but there's so little cash. But, yeah, so this one is in a much smaller area, but since I only have these conditions, and this is probably going to unlock even more as soon as I get this, it would unlock more conditions, but basically you just have these little areas to do so many things in, and really because of the like when I was doing the sandbox mode, I had access to a lot more buildings than I normally would, and so in the campaign mission I would be challenged just to use the buildings that I had to complete the mission, and it becomes even more troublesome in that regard for keeping people employed, because sometimes you might have businesses or industries that would employ, 5 people for 100 a week, and so it's going to be really expensive, and it's kind of challenging. But anyway, that's enough yammering. So, thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.